Okay, I think we all have your attention now. So hi, I'm Heeraa Ananthan, and this is Amrit Kumar, and we're here to present BBA DBE Insights.
So
Oh,
this entire presentation is you all. So
we thought we'd had to pump you up. Looks like you guys are already a little energized from the juice. We can start?
alright, let me get quiet for like 2 seconds. You guys start speaking.
Amrit. Okay, so you guys, if you remember, when we started, we had 1,014 students, and you represent from 359 cities across all 29 states.
Like all 29.
I think we have the most diverse pan-India batch is the first cohort of BBADB. Next
How
slide.
many of you remember this 75 question drive? I hope all of you filled it, right? Our team put a lot of effort. You get individually
Practically
called
begged you
people.
guys to fill this form, but that form gave us all these insights. If you see, majority of our batch are aged from 16 to 19 years of age, and we also have up to 52. Next slide.
If you see the male-female diversion as well, it's 65 to 35. Quite evident. So this is one of the key insights that we got from the student drive is dual degrees. A lot of you are pursuing a secondary degree here, and 59% of the total dual degree students are doing BCom/a BBA. I think mostly from DU, I guess. Uh, and 112 of you are from BTech background. Good choice, BTech plus a BBA. We have some niche picks as well. BSc Agriculture, B Pharma, CA, CFA, CS, BBA plus MBA, I assume IPMAT, and BS in Data Science. So we have IIT Madras here as well. Okay, so we got a very nice insight from the CLS course. Dual degree students on an average got 7.35 out of 10, and and people with the primary degree got 7.36, which is almost equal. So we are coming to term 1 now. So we have a differentiation from term 1 out of 413 marks. Dual kids got 303, like on an average, while primary got 316.
While that translates to being that you guys are doing a great job, but you still have to manage it much more efficiently.
Especially the primary ones, you need to put more focus. This is your only degree.
Okay, so speaking of the motivations to join, there's skill enhancement, flexibility, and of course the curriculum quality with world-class faculty from IMB, and we also have the institutional reputation, which is why most of you are here, and entrepreneurial focus.
Yeah.
And moving on to our learning preferences, a lot of you prefer to do hands-on project with reading and independent study, which we also try to build a little bit of communal learning in as well, with collaborative discussions like learning pods, study circles, and online lectures and recorded content.
So in that 75 questions form, we also got an insight that we have 78 plus startups. Like these are not ideas; these are actually companies that you guys are building. And out of that, 30% was in tech and AI. One of the interesting insights was 15% was in edtech. Competition, huh?
Exactly.
And Great Stone and College Hive. Nice. Okay.
So we found our candidates 73% mostly from our social media efforts, which means you guys are liking our memes lately.
So, okay, now I'll take you back to 2024 when the inception of the program happened and the word was not out. We did certain things, and one of those was email campaigns. I hope a lot of you would have received emails from us, right? From, I assume BBA support account. So we had sent around 43,000 emails to people, and those were completely personalized to everyone. And we did some telephonic support as well. 1,534 candidates were personally called. So we called you to fill your application because we had a lot of people who just did the registration and left it. So we have to keep on nudging you guys. I hope it's worth it now that since you're in the program in campus, I think our nudging helped you. I hope.
And we also hope that it doesn't happen further, right? We don't have to nudge you and you guys are more responsive on your own. Okay, so moving from content strategy, I think lately you guys have seen we are also trying to build into YouTube. So we have moved our strategy from just going from promotional to like educational storytelling aspects.
So now talking about the older perspective, we went to 1,000 followers in just 45 days. But we have been stuck in 3,000 for the last 450 days. So, so now, so now it's on all of you guys. Send it to every group that you're in. Like push them to follow BBA DBE, okay? Whether it's a family group, your uncle auntie's group, your niece nephew's groups, your college groups, just push them to follow BBA DBE. Otherwise, you won't come back next year. We need at least 5,000.
10. Let's aim high.
Okay, one of the big initiatives of the law, so how Heeraa spoke about 73% people found us through social media. I think one of the key component goes to our meta marketing efforts. So how many of you seen our ads?
Yay,
Almost
it's
everyone.
working.
So we spent around 40,000 rupees and we reached 2.5 million accounts. And these are unique. And we got around 450,000 impressions on a post or on our ads, which is the industry standard.
You guys being in the digital landscape, you must be knowing that this is a very small budget to get those many impressions. So that means there's real efforts and strategy that went behind the meta marketing.
So we had a student support program as well. While during your registration and admission days, we had a weekly webinar every Wednesday and Friday. Just to brief you, we are still doing it for this term as well, which is every Tuesdays and Fridays. I hope you've shared that word with your friends and families as well if they are looking to join the program. And we also had a full day open house on 26th. We were open from morning 9 to evening 7. So, and we had like people in rolling basis. And we also had a website ticketing system as well, where you could raise your tickets. Okay, all of your tickets are closed, right?
Okay, moving to the student ecosystem. So like you all guys know, and you're all part of a zonal group, right? So all of you are split into 8 zones, which are majorly classified as North, South, East, West, and Central. Can we quickly skim through? So all these zones also have their own zonal representatives. And speaking of learning pods,
So we have 26 learning pods with a mix of high, medium, and low performers. So the combination of 26 people was done in that way. We have 39 pods. And it's led by top 3 performers of the program. And it encourages pure learning. I hope you guys are using learning pods. We'll come to that in a later slide.
I think you guys can spot all your zonal representative and the zones. Can we quickly skim through? I think zonal representatives have been super helpful, like starting from media cell, partnership cell, and a lot of initiatives. I think it's been great effort starting from elections to operations. And moving to Online Fest Nova. I think if you guys remember, in December, we had Nova, an online version of what you're experiencing now. And we had over 8 zones. It was a zonal participation. And we had multiple activities and competitions starting from Clash of Contents to UI UX to Ink It, Wear It, and so on.
We'll name it Nova Plugged this year. Okay, so we had an offline event as well in Mumbai and Delhi. How many of you were there? Good. I hope you are having more fun here in the campus. Okay, now we'll talk about learning pods. One of our firsts in any online learning program. As you can see, we have captured some data here. The most talked topic is the most spoken topic is business statistics for entrepreneurs. And like this subject kept on repeating. Second comes advanced statistics for business. Third is IKS. IKS, we saw a surge like 3-4 days before the exam. So, and then we have website development. Again, you guys are stealing codes from each other. Principles of microeconomics, venturing on a budget, and so on. We have the other subjects as well. We had 64 plus study sessions organized by your pod leaders where you joined those Google Meets. I hope it was helpful. And we had 235 plus study material that was shared. And these are unique study materials. These are not repetitive messages. And then, play this. Pod 1, 7, 8, 29, 38. They're very active. And followed by 11, 15, 27, 36, and 37. The it's 12, 21, 24, 31, and it's 36, I guess. 36. Who are in these pods?
Guys, this data also means we are actively tracking you guys and reading your messages, so use that effectively.
So if you could recall, we had something called Study Circle. This was a combined effort of pod leaders and ZDAs. So this was the first event where these two leadership positions came together. We had 22 plus online group study sessions, which is got a good number for 6 subjects. 60 plus resource, and this only lasted for like 4 days this term, and we are planning to do it for 7 days from the coming term. So Study Circle will be like Nova, but for exams, and it'll be done thrice a year. We have 40 plus contributors involved, 50 plus self-created notes shared, which was quite good. I've seen your Google Drives. Very good work. 50 maximum students per session, and 350 plus problems solved together. This is a good insight for any online program.
All of this, hoping that you guys will score better in your stats and all other subjects coming forth. Moving on to student volunteership, we have media cell and partnership cell. And in media cell, we have about 20 core members, and we're also about to elect, interview, and select core leadership members. And we also have 43 extended volunteers who have now started to being engaged. We are like warming up you guys, but we have very exciting projects coming up.
So we have a partnership cell as well, which started very recently. We have reached out to 1,200 plus colleges and institutes and over 300 plus influencers in less than 30 days. But thanks to you guys did a lot of legwork.
Moving on to upcoming marketing initiatives, like I mentioned before, we have gone just from promotional to educational storytelling. So it's implemented across Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Like you see, we have a lot of content shot, and a lot of them are yet to come. And we're also having a lot of them in our pipelines. We're also planning to launch something called as the DBE show, where we're planning to interview more entrepreneurs and investors so that you get to learn all the nitty-gritties of digital business landscape and entrepreneurship. So basically, the strategy is more like you give first and take next. You give value, impart value, and then reach out to the masses.
And this brings us to Nova 25 Unplugged.